The main goal of section 1 in chapter 6 is the solving and graphing of one variable inequalities using addition or subtraction. These are going to be similar to our one-step equations that we solved back in chapter 3. So the first example we're going to look at is the inequality x plus 7 is less than 15. So what this is telling us is that when we take some number and add 7 to it, the result needs to be smaller than, but not equal to, notice there's no or equal to part on this, 15. We solve this just like we would as if there was an equal sign here, just like this was an equation. So we need to do opposite operations, meaning since this is x plus 7, we need to subtract 7 from both sides, giving us an x, the 7's cancel, is less than 8. We then are going to be asked to graph our solution. So we're going to draw our number line, put our three numbers there. It's a less than, which would be an open circle, and we want the numbers smaller than 8, so we will shade to the left. And so here is our solution, and this would be the graph of that solution. The next example we'll look at would be x minus 4 is greater than or equal to 3. In this case, our x is having 4 subtracted from it, so we need to add 4 to both sides of the inequality, just like we would if this was an equation, in order to solve for x. So our 4's here are going to cancel out, leaving us with just an x on the left-hand side. We bring down our sign, greater than or equal to. 3 plus 4 is 7. So our solution is x is greater than or equal to 7. We want to graph that as well. So we have our three numbers. 7 from our statement is in the center. It's a greater than or equal to, so we want a closed circle this time. We want the numbers larger than 7, so we're going to go to the right towards the 8. Next we're going to look at 16 is less than x plus 21. Now this one's a little bit different. You'll notice that the x is on the right hand side of the inequality rather than the left hand side. We're going to solve it just like we did the two above, but in the last step we're going to make a change so that that x is then on the left side. So we're going to start by subtracting 21 from both sides. 16 minus 21 is negative 5 is less than x. And the 21's of course cancel. This statement, though, is not a correct inequality statement. We want it to look like these two where the x is on the left-hand side. So we're going to flip it around, but we need to be careful. We need to be pointing at the negative 5. So the sign is going to need to flip as well. So now we have x is greater than negative 5. And we graph that. Negative 5 in the middle, negative 4, and negative 6. It's an open circle because there's no or equal to, and we want the numbers greater than negative 5, so we're going to go to the right. Last example we're going to look at in this section, negative 4.5 is greater than or equal to x plus 3. Like this last example, our x is on the right hand side, so we'll need to correct for that at the end. We're going to subtract 3 from both sides, giving us negative 7.5 is greater than or equal to x. We need to flip that around, so we have x and the negative 7.5, and we want to point this time at the x. Then we draw our number line, negative 7.5, negative 6.5 is here, negative 8.5 is there. We could have also done negative 7 and negative 8, doing half away. It's a closed circle, and we want smaller than the negative 7.5, so we shade to the left.